All right, guys, what is up? So today I'm going to be talking about AI mode. That's right. The end of the world that you can't help but scrolling through YouTube or Facebook or Instagram and everyone's talking about SEO dead. Google's taken away the internet from small business. It's just, people are going bananas. But if you understand what's going on and you look closely, you'll be excited like me, because if you're in a home service business like garage doors, it's about to make us even more money. It's just another version of the internet, and it's just an extension of Google Maps. And I'm going to show you how it works. So you can follow along with me. You can do this on your computer. So just open up one of your tabs, and this is how it's working. So I'm going to go in here and do garage door repair, Houston, normal search results. Got some ads, got Google Maps, and I've got some extensions in here so I can like do audits and stuff like that. And then you got organic, right? Precision, Spectrum, PAA, Halo, and Reddit. Now, if you haven't opted into Search Labs, you may not see this. So if you don't have this little tab here, just go in here into Chrome, type AI mode, and sign up for Search Labs, and you'll see it. So this is how the landscape changes. Click it, does a search, and this is what we got. Now you'll notice the search was different than Google Maps and the organic search results. And what you want to notice here is, where is Google pulling this information from, right? That's the biggest thing. So here's how it works. Here's a summary of highly rated garage door companies in Houston based on Yelp and Google reviews. Well, for crying out loud, can you believe Yelp is in here and Yelp's important again? I'm sure you're like me, that they disgust you. And Google reviews. So that's how this is. Just like before, you want to show up in Maps, optimize website, optimize profile, and reviews. Same thing here. Other well-regarded companies. So you got this here, well-regarded companies, Fix and Go, Ranger, MGA, factors to consider. Okay. So let's do some research here. How about, tell me about Ranger garage doors. Do you see that? All right. So, okay. Nice clean one. Let's go back one and start. Let's do a different one. Here, I'll do one I've not done before. Jackson garage door repair, Jacksonville, Florida. That was autocomplete. All right. Places. All right. Google Maps. Let's look at this. Precision, Florida garage doors, ABC, PAA, Precision again, A1, Reddit, Florida. Okay. So let's hit AI mode. Notice the trend here. It's not the end of the world. It just means we've got to do more SEO. Here's a summary based on online reviews and ratings. Notice the difference here. For this particular query, it didn't say Yelp and Google. And look at this. George's, that was not there before. Precision, Florida was. So look at this. So there's good and bad things here. The good is that the amount of companies that are showing up here has expanded compared to Google Maps. So if you're asking me, this is actually like the good old days when Google Maps had 6 businesses. You know, from just looking at this, that if you've got an optimized profile, you got more of a chance of showing up here. But reviews, man, reviews are weighing heavily. Now, take note of this too. This is the craziest stuff. Look what's being cited. Better Business Bureau. Man, is that not a dinosaur or what? Who actually looks at the BBB? That is just garbage. No one cares what the BBB says other than Google. So this is telling you, and I was playing around with it this morning, you better go sign up for an accredited account with the BBB. And I can tell you, do it before they increase their prices. Because when they figure out that this is going to be a ranking factor, you guarantee that those shysters are going to increase the fees. All right, let's come down here. So you've got pictures from the Google business listing. You could also see more other well-regarded companies. Garage Door Repair Jacksonville. These got the factors. And now you're down here in Google Maps. So what is a homeowner supposed to do? The craziest thing is they're still left to do research on their own. So as much as AI overview is supposed to answer a question, it's not really helping that much. So let's just click on George's here. And what does it do? It opens up their Google Map profile. So the light bulb hopefully is going on. Now more than ever, Google Maps is even more important. If yesterday it was a 9.9, today it's a 9.999, right? I mean, it's nuts. So let's play around with some of the answers here and see what happens. How do you even close this out? All right, I'm going to ask it anything. Of all companies who fixes commercial, who fixes commercial roll-up doors. Let's see what it says. You'll notice sometimes it's fast, sometimes slow. It just said it's looked at 151 sites. Florida garage doors, overhead door, burdens, A1. Okay, what do you notice? It's now citing Instagram. Got the franchise guys over here. Check out the pictures. Pictures, coming out of Google Maps. Recommendations. If you need commercial roll-up door repair, it's best to contact companies listed in the first section directly to confirm their availability. All right, let's play around with this a little bit. Now, I normally wouldn't look up who is the cheapest, but you know a homeowner or business owner is going to. Okay, companies that emphasize affordability. So now, again, check this out. This is what I want to drive in here. Business citation, someone's actual website. So see how it's claiming 7 sites here? Click on the 7 sites to where it's getting information from. So it's getting from a couple companies, but also Yelp. Top 10 best garage door repair in Jacksonville, Florida. So now we're in a spot here where like, do we go back to paying the other gangsters in a bad way, Yelp? Because you know what happens with Yelp. If you ever pay them and the second you stop paying, all of that goodness you got, all that ranking, all of anything turns off in a second. And frankly, you all know it. Some of your reviews go away and they never stop calling you. This is just the craziest thing. But again, this is so great for us because it is reverted to actual SEO. So before, where an AI was just crazy AI overview, I don't even know if I can even get an AI overview on some of this stuff. Let's see here. How about South Carolina? Or here, you guys know I live in South Carolina. Let's go see area right here. How about all right. Close my ads. Sponsored. That's nuts. Look how much that's crazy. Hilton Head over at Coastline. Okay, so you got Coastline and Coastline number, right. And for the record, Coastline used to work with me and they decided that social media was more important. So hope they're doing well. No grudges, right? All right, AI mode. Let's check it out. All right, based on online reviews and ratings, 4 sites, Precision, Coastline's website, and Florida Garage Door Company. Okay, why is that company coming up here? Hilton Head, look at the difference here. Let's go down other highly rated options. Okay. Let's see what it says. Tell me. Let's see what it says. All right, so they're going right to the website. All right, so go back one. Let's go back to tell me about Hilton Head Garage Doors. All right, so where did they pull this from? They pulled it from Angie's List and their website. They pulled all this information about Hilton Head Garage from. Notice what they're doing here. Hey, look at this here. How are some of these Home Advisor account, overhead door company, Hilton Head? So the AI is getting confused. One of the searches, I was trying to make it do the same thing that happened when I was playing around with this. For one of the garage door companies in Houston, it came up, and when I asked it to tell me about it, it said it had bad comments on Reddit. However, when I went into the Reddit threads, that it was entirely talking about another garage door company in Houston. And I asked it, why did it show that to me? And did it know it was wrong? And the AI actually says, sometimes we're wrong. We will correct it. And I can't make it do the same thing. So let's try one more time and see if we could possibly do that. Let's go back to all and we'll do this. Garage repair. You see, I look for a lot of this. Collins, Colorado. Access garage doors. Okay, running an ad, sponsored, precision, Fort Collins garage doors, Mike's garage doors. And what do we got here organically? Front Ranger, precision, quality garage door services. Okay, let's check out the AI overview and see if it gets the same. Okay, different organization. Jim Beams is right here at the top, yet it was well down in organic search. Mike's garage overhead door, front range, availability, pricing. Okay. So if you're like me, I'm super excited about this. It just means that we have more of a chance to rank in the AI. What have you noticed as we wrap this up? BBB, Yelp, Home Advisors, Angie's List. So even if you're not paying for Angie leads and doing all this, you want to have your profiles filled out. You want to have your Yelp profile. You want to make sure you have a business Yelp account, that you're actively sending people there for reviews. What did you not see here that you see other places? You didn't see Facebook. You didn't see Instagram. We saw it once. You're not seeing other traditional citation sites. So if you're seeing these normal sites come up on a regular basis, that tells you that where we need to focus our attention. Now, this could change in a month or two. So you have to constantly look for yourself. So let's do this. How about, I'm going to just pick on someone here. How about Fort Collins garage doors? Let's see what happens. Okay. This is negative reviews. Man, these people that jack us with the reviews just come back to haunt us. One customer reported negative experience with deceptive coupons and upselling. However, this review over a year old. It's got the little button here. Let's check it out. All right. So where is this coming from? Go to Angie's. All right. I don't know where that came from quickly there. Let's go back over here. Sorry about that. Here. Do they have other reviews? Okay, look what it does. It broke down the review. Why would you show me a company bad reviews? You're almost confusing it here. Fake reviews. Look at this. Okay, so it's not even answering me. It's showing me other reviews. Here, top threads. All right. Do here, do other. Let's see what it says. Now, what you'll notice is if you find yourself in the situation where you've got some of these old poor reviews, you can actually change what the what the AI starts saying about it. Okay, let's see here. Mike's garage door. I did not see. Let's see. So you start trying to confuse it a little bit. Let's see what it says. Whoa, look at that. The previous response contained an error. The negative review described were not as consistently associated with Mike's garage door. I mean, look at this. The previous response contained an error. Mike's garage door repair for Collins does not have the same level of negative feedback as some other companies. It is still recommended to do your research, read reviews carefully. Oh, so what did we just do? Either one of two things just happened. Either he does have some reviews or the AI is so worried about politics and being called out that it's quickly changing the story. So, all right, we're going to call it quits here in a second, but I want to get you guys thinking about this. You have to be searching for yourself inside of AI. You've got to go into ChatGTP. You've got to go into Perplexity. You've got to go into Gemini AI mode and search for yourself and play around and ask questions about yourself and see what is coming up. What you may find is Google found and this AI found better things about you to highlight. Two, it could find things that you need to work on, right? Maybe you didn't even know that there was a bad Foursquare review, or maybe you didn't know there was some snarky comment on an Instagram post from like 5 years ago. But if that's what the AI is pulling up, then you can go back and either fix it, delete it, or rectify it somehow. And it's important because if that is the new ranking factor, your online reputation is more important than ever. So if this is what people are going to see, they're not going to know how to handle it. And in fact, if you're just an average person, the AI mode is not very helpful if you're looking for a home service guy. All right, let me know if you got some questions. And as always, if you want a website audit that I do publicly, leave me a comment below and I will take a look at your website. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.